Hi you guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been so long since I've uploaded the last video. It's been like a whole year, and yeah, I just created this look for you guys. So if you really like how this looks and you want to see how I created it, then please stay tuned and watch this video and show me some support and like my video, comment on my video as well, because that helps the algorithm, and subscribe to my channel. Also, if you want to see regular uploads from me, then you can press the notification bell as well, and that way you'll be notified every single time I upload a video. Okay, so I've done my brows off camera and I've also got foundation on as well. So I'm just gonna go in and start with the eyeshadow look. Now I think I'm just gonna go in with my MAC Soft Ochre. So this is a bit of an old. This is just a random brush that I just got off eBay, I think. So it looks like this. So I'm just gonna swirl it around a little bit in my primer. You could get replaced, ayy. I'm outside. And then that's gonna be it for the eyeshadow primer. So the next step I like to do when I'm doing my eyeshadow is obviously go in first with my transition color. So because it's gonna be a very soft glam pink look, I'm gonna go in with my fluffy brush. This is a Sigma brush, but I think it's the Sigma 282 brush, and it looks like this. It's just a nice fluffy brush. It's nice and fluffy. So I'm just gonna go in with my Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, and I'm gonna go in with the color Caramelized, which is this pink color here. And then I'm just gonna go in and use that as my transition. So now that I've got this like nicely distributed on both eyes, I'm just gonna go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, and I'm just gonna take Morocco, the shade Morocco, which is this color, and I'm gonna go in with a more defined blending brush. And this is the morphe. All my brushes, the numbers have like disappeared off of them, or they've like rubbed off, so I don't really know, but this is what the brush looks like. It's just like another fluffy kind of brush, but it's just a little bit more dense. So I'm now gonna go in with the shade Morocco. So I'm gonna take a little bit on the tip of my brush, and then I'm going on this ride. I look too damn good to fight. Don't expect me to come home tonight. Don't worry about me. See you in the morning. Bet you never thought that I would leave. Think I had about enough. I mean, hold up, you could call me on my bluff. So now that I've done that step, I'm gonna go back in with my Sigma fluffy brush, this one, and I'm just gonna blend those two together like so. So now that section is done, the next step is going to be to create a brown winged liner. That shade that I would use for contour, and I would take it on my MAC. So I'm gonna take a brown concealer, yes, a brown concealer on my MAC 266S brush. It's a flat, it's an angled an angled brush. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it on my concealer color like this, like so, and then I'm going to create that.
I ain't coming, don't wait up, trying to get you to wake up. I ain't coming, don't wait up, can't ignore my intuition, baby. I know you're typing every game you try to play. You know you could get replaced, cause I won't track around, no dead weight. Hit up my girls, pull up, I'm outside, waiting by the curb. Too upset to drive you, getting on my nerves. So we gon' get lit on this ride. I look too damn good tonight, and I just wanna have a good time.
I'm going to be mixing Naked with Naked from MAC and Nude Beam from Too Faced, and I'm going to be making my lid color that shader brush, and we don't want this to be too defined, so it's fine. And I'm going to go in with Nude Beam first by Too Faced, and I'm just going to pack that onto my lid.
Too upset to drive you, getting on my nerves. We gon' get lit on this ride. I look too damn good to fight. Don't expect me to come home tonight. Don't worry about me, see you in the morning.
And then I'm going to go into MAC Naked, and I'm just going to do the same.
You could call me on my bluff. I ain't coming, don't wait up. You gon' miss this body.
Now that that's on my lid, I'm just gonna go in with a fluffy brush from Sigma. That's how it looks. And I'm just gonna blend that in.
I ain't coming, don't wait up.
So that's how that's looking so far. I'm gonna go in with my Maybelline Instant Erase Concealers. So I'm just gonna go in with tan first. Actually, I think I'm gonna contour my face first. So I'm going to use the Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Conceal and Contour in C14.
Once, fool me twice. When you're hiding things, might as well be.
I can't remember what brush this is. I think it's, I can't remember the name of it, but I will link the name of it down below. So I usually use this brush to contour because it's very precise, as you can see, but it's also got good density. So it really helps to blend that out really nicely, but I usually like to just wet it a little bit. So I usually use the Revolution Glow Fix Illuminating Spray, and I just spray it once or twice, and I would go in and contour, so circular.
Coming, don't wait up, trying to get you to wake up. I ain't coming, don't wait up, can't ignore my intuition, baby. I know you're typing every game you try to play. You know you could get replaced, cause I won't track around, no dead weight. Hit up my girls, pull up, I'm outside, waiting by the curb. Too upset to drive you.
Okay, so my next step is going to be to contour my nose. So I like to take a definer brush. This is the Morphe. I don't know what Morphe brush this is, but I probably am going to take this pointed tip brush. It looks like so, and I'm just going to use that to contour, to help blend out my contour. So I'm just going in with the Maybelline Instant Anti-Age Eraser Multi-Use Concealer in Tan. So I'm just gonna go in with that under my eyes. And then I'm gonna go in with a eyeshadow brush, and I'm actually going to mix it with the 10 Caramel.
Too late for sorries that you never thought that I would leave. But enough. Hold up, call me on my bluff. I ain't coming.
Revolution Go Fix Spray. So now I'm gonna go in with the 10 Caramel shade.
Hiding things might as well be lies. Can you ever get it right? How long will I let this shit fly? Hit up my girls, pull up, I'm outside, waiting by the curb. Too upset to drive you, getting on my nerves. We gon' get lit on this ride. I look too damn good to fight. Don't expect me to come home tonight. Don't worry about me, see you in the morning. Bet you never thought that I would leave. Think I had about enough. I mean, hold up, you could call me on my bluff. I ain't coming, don't wait up. You gon' miss this body. Too late for sorries that you never thought that I would leave. Had about enough. Hold up.
So whilst I was blending in obviously my under eye concealer and stuff, my wing did get messed up, so I'm just gonna go back in with my angled brush, and I'm just gonna take the brown shadow that I used to set it, and I'm just gonna basically create back that sharp liner.
Get lit on this ride. I look too damn good tonight, and I just wanna have a good time. Don't worry about me, see you in the
I am gonna go in and set my under eye concealer, and to mix the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder with my Morphe Bacon Set setting powder in Banana. So I'm just gonna use that concoction I told you I mixed together with the Laura Mercier translucent powder and the Morphe Set and Bake powder in Banana, and I'm just gonna go in and set my under eye with my, I don't remember the name of this brush, but I'm gonna leave it down below. I do have two, so I'm not using the one that I used to blend out my contour. I'm using a new one that I've used to set, like, kind of blend out my under eye area. So I'm just gonna go in with that powder. I'm gonna take a little bit, dust off the excess, and I'm gonna set my under eye.
oh, I'ma get back when I do. Don't call my phone and don't leave the lights on for me. Don't worry about me, see you in the morning. Bet you never thought that I
Do the same thing but with a more defined brush. This is the Sigma E45 brush. So I'm just gonna take it because it comes to a point, and I'm just gonna basically bring that down my nose. Then I'm gonna also bring it in a little bit here and a little bit there. And so now I'm going to powder contour. So I really like to use my MAC Dark Deep and also my MAC Dark Deep History Contour. So I do find that the Dark Deep is a little bit more red, so I am going to go in with the Dark Deep because I like my actual cream contour with a little bit more cool tone. So just to even it out a bit, I'm going to use the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Dark Deep, and I'm going to use the Morphe. This doesn't have a number on it, but this is basically the brush I'm going to use to contour. Actually, the brush I'm going to use to contour is this MAC 129 brush. It's very fluffy, and I just feel like it's perfect for contouring. It's not too dense, it's not too soft, and it gets the color on perfectly for me. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use my MAC 139 brush, swirl around. Now that my face is pretty much contoured, I'm going to move on to my nose area. And to contour my nose, I usually like to use a flat definer brush, just because I find that it's easier when applying the product. So I'm just going to go in with my Dark Deep.
Every game you try to play, you know you could get replaced, cause I won't track around, no dead weight. Hit up my girls, pull up, I'm outside, waiting by the curb, too upset to drive.
Sometimes I do like to go in with the powder and just create like a circle around my nose. Go in with my Too Faced eyeshadow palette in the shade Candied Peach. Sorry, I said it was caramelized earlier on, but it's actually Candied Peach. So it's just going to be this color, and I'm just going to be using it to basically apply the same colors that I applied to my lid to my go in with the Morphe brush. It's an eyeshadow brush, but it's just a little bit more defined, than the one that I used. So I'm just gonna go in with Candied Peach.
Drama, cause I'm too grown, let you deal with that alone. I'ma get back when I do.
And then I'm gonna now go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette in the shade Morocco, and I'm just gonna be doing the same.
I mean, hold up, you could call me on my bluff.
And then I'm going to take a more defined brush, and I'm just gonna blend that upwards. Now I'm going to go in with just a flat definer brush like so, and I'm gonna go in with the shade Fudge from the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. It's called the Shadow Couture palette. So I'm gonna go in with Fudge from the Shadow Couture palette, and I'm just going to bring that color right in just below the lash line, like really literally just below the lash line.
Can you ever get it right? How long will I let this shit fly? Hit up my girls.
Go in with my NYX Wonder Pencil in WP02 medium, and I'm going to just line my waterline so they're a little bit like lighter, so that they can pop a little bit more, and I feel like that's going to really bring together the look.
You could call me on my bluff. I ain't coming, don't wait up.
So I'm just going to go back in with that brown shade, and I'm just going to define it a little bit more. Hi you guys, so yeah, I've applied my lashes off camera, and I really love how they complement this look. So now I'm going to go into my lips. So for my lips, I'm going to be using Cork by MAC.
And don't wait up, can't ignore my intuition, baby. I know you're typing every game you try to play. You know you could get replaced, cause I won't track around, no that.
To be mixing Honey Love and Peach Blossom from MAC. So first I'm going to be going in with Honey Love.
Damn good tonight, and I just wanna have a good time.
Then I'm going to take Peach Blossom, have a little bit of that in the middle, but mainly Honey Love. Then I'm just going to go back in with cork. So I'm just going to apply a gloss for this look. So the gloss that I'm going to be using is just like a gloss from the hair shop. And I'm just going to apply that all over my lid. Okay. So now I'm going to go into blush and also highlight. So the blush that I'm going to be using for today is going to be this BECCA Cosmetics Glamour Blush 10 color brush palette, and it looks like this. I've had this for years now. I haven't really used it as much just because I'm not really a big fan of blush, but I feel like blush would be really suited to this look just because of the nice neutral tones and the pink mauve color of the eyeshadow. So I'm just going to go in with a little bit of brush, and I'm just going to use my MAC 153 brush, and it looks like this. And I'm just going to take a little bit of blush. I'm going to be using this color here. I'm just going to be using a little bit, just a little bit on the tip of my brush like this, and I'm just,
Fool me once, fool me twice.
and so that's done. Like, I've done my blush, so now I'm going to go in with my highlighter. So the highlighter that I'm going to be using today is the Cheeky Bronze Mineralize Skin Finish by MAC. It looks like this, but then I'm going to also be mixing it with my BECCA Cosmetics Opal eyeshadow. I did get the travel size because I don't know, I just thought it was cute. It came in a little package like this, but then I also got it in the like liquid format that came in this. So it's really cute. I really like it. So what I like to do is I like to rub a little bit on my finger like so and put it on the back of my hand. So you can see it's like a nice foiled kind of colour. And then I like to tone it down a little bit with the Cheeky Bronze. So I do the same thing with my Cheeky Bronze, and I put it there and I mix them together like this until I get a nice shade that I feel like is suited to my skin tone. So I feel like that is...
Can't ignore my intuition, baby. I know you're typing every game you try to play. You know you could get replaced, cause I won't track around, no that way.
I'll just put some there, and then blend it out with another brush. So I like to use this brush. It's the MAC 158S brush. So just blend it out so it's not so harsh. And yeah, so I'm just gonna get dressed off camera, and then I'll come back and show you guys the finished look.
I ain't coming, don't wait up. Trying to get you to wake up. I ain't coming, don't wait up. Gonna lead a drama, cause I'm